everybody. I don't know if it's on yet. Okay, it says it's living. Alright guys. I don't know if you can see me or not. Not sure what that damn thing sees. Today's job, get the bike on the lift. Get as exact a measurement of the angle that the good spark plug is at. So I can go to the damaged spark plug hole and make sure I get the thread cleaner in at the exact right angle. Limited access spark plug chaser tool. You know, before I go much further, I never did open it up and I'm 100% sure it's the exact same thread. So let me do that for you, for that process. Apologize if these videos are long and or tedious, but I figured anybody feels like getting into mechanic work might as well know that most things are long and tedious. It's just the bottom line. But you'll get a feeling of satisfaction like none other when you put your machine back together and it runs properly. Alright, so I always put my stuff in plastic bags when I go to and from the store. Helps keep it all in one place. So there's my thread. The thread. I bought some new plugs. They were only about $5 each. This thing is called a crush washer. And you can get away with reusing them a few times. But technically, they're one-time use. You screw them down in, it squishes. You screw them back out. They don't have the same squish. And so you should replace them. None of us do. But being that I don't know how many times these things have been in and out in their life, and the fact that they had them, and the fact that they were only $5 each, I figured I'd just go ahead and replace them. The tool cost $10. $8, whatever it was. It wasn't that expensive. I didn't see the same tap. My buddy Mark pointed out that these are dangerous. So the reason I chose this one is really nice and long, and I can tell the angle. You'll see where the angle is going to get important in a few minutes here. Alright, so let's try not to chop off any fingers while I get this open. Come on, baby doll. Alright, is that enough? Not quite. There we go. You can see I generally try to open these packages carefully so that I can then use them to store it. Nice tools length. Let's see how that'll... I made a little house for my chaser tool. Alright, chaser tool. How do you check that they're the same? Number one, you lay groovy. I don't know if you can tell, but that looks perfect to me. See how they're the exact same frequency, you could call it. And now I'm going to look at this first. Now I'm going to show it to you. And they sure look to me to be the exact same size. So I'm relatively confident, you know, call it 99% confident that I got the right one. Because it says spark plug, there's only one or two things it could be. So if it's spark plug and it's that close, again, got the same bite, exact same thread, and the same diameter, we're probably good. Okay, so I feel good about that. Now see, what I liked about this one, this is called a lead-in. This helps you get the angle. Remember, we talked about a cross thread is when it's supposed to go in like this, but somebody put it in like this. So this little nub here helps you to make sure that you're on the right angle going in, so that when you actually do cut your new thread, it should be straight. You don't want to cut your new thread crooked. That's worse than being cross-threaded. Okay, so we'll put this little guy down. Now, you may want to go away and come back. This part's going to take a while. Again, number one, jack the bike safely, and then number two, build a tool for measuring the angle, and then build another tool slash gauge to make sure that I put the thread chasing tool, calls a thread chaser, and I'm making it, not chasing it. I'm trying to bring it back to shape. By the way, a thread that you have chased is never quite as perfect as a nice new thread, but it's better than a screwed up thread. Alright, so latch is down, so it should go clack clack when it hits it stops. I think I have it in the right spot. Okay, starting to come up. So see how I kind of help it a little bit as she's coming up. She's trying to come too far. There it is. Settle down nice. Okay, be real careful when you first put her on and off with the jack. You probably heard it made that first little clack. Waiting for another clack here. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and take her right on up. Second clack. I'm going to take her on up so it's right in my face when I sit here and try and work on it. I'm trying to figure out which surface I'm going to use. There's another one. I think that's the last one. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'll just put it down on that one. Again, notice I'm going to back off ever so slightly and carefully let it down onto the mechanical stop. There she goes, going down. Okay, she stopped going down, so I lock it there. Again, that's my anal way of I'm on the mechanical stop. If for some reason the mechanical stop fails, the hydraulics are backing me up. Okay, now I need to get some protractors and figure out the angle that spark plug is sitting in there now. I think I'm going to zoom you guys in much closer in a second so you can get a better view. And I'm going to be using the back side of this camera to view my progress in a few minutes when I get on the other side and actually do the work. Oh, big old protractor. Sure. Alright, let's have a little protractor. What I did. Shit. This thing's giant. Okay. Let's see what we got. Look around. I should have grabbed that phone so you guys can see me digging around in all this weird old crap that I call a toolbox. Yeah, no more. I hate thieves. I really hate them. You know, I had a really well outfitted toolbox, and now I hardly got shit. Yeah, well, let's work with this for now. What do we got? Yeah, let me get you in there closer. Alright, so, protractor. A little dirty and dusty. You got your angle markings there. This screw allows you to slide it back and forth. These screws allow you to lock whatever angle that you've found. So I'm going to try and get you up in there closer, same height, so that you can see what I'm talking about trying to get this angle right. So bear with me for a second while I try and get this done. Okay. I'm going to be using this same tool that I'm showing you to help me gauge what the heck I'm doing once I'm doing it. Okay, so let's get the height right. I want to be as closely on the plane as possible. Same plane as that. So I'm coming up above it. Alright, so I think I want to be below it. Maybe I don't go down far enough. Ooh, that's right where I want to be. That ought to give me a good angle. Okay. Let's get this. I'm trying to get as close as possible. I think that's going to give me a pretty decent idea of what's going on. Okay, now it's going to be easy and or super hard. Okay, you can see that I already got a problem. I got to come in from the other direction. So again, that guy gets loose. This guy's got to come through here. This hasn't been used or oiled in a long time. Okay, this might be kind of what I need. Okay. Alright. Now I need to... Ooh, I actually came kind of close to my angle. Good. Let's get her up a little bit more. I think I need a little bit more. Hey, 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 be nice. Is that it? Pretty close. Oh man, this is like sighting a gun. That's funny. Alright, I think that's my angle. Yeah, get in there and take a good look. Yeah, I'd say I got a pretty good angle there. Okay, so there's my angle. I don't even have to really read the number. Because I got the angle, baby. Let's see, what is it? Ugh. That appears to be right about 30 degrees. 20 degrees, I think that's telling me. I know, you can't see it. I think it's about 28. Why is it flapping? What's flapping? Is this flapping? That's what's flapping. Okay, more flapping. Good. Let's put it back. Let's make sure. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to come around here and double check just because, like I said, I'm a bit anal about measuring and angles, especially when it comes to threads. Yeah. And let me look down this thing like I'm shooting a gun. Okay, let's get that steady. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that angle. I think that's close. I think that's close. Alright, so everybody's all tight. Okay, now the fun. Let's get to the other side and try and develop a strategy, a procedure, a technique, a blah blah blah, so that I don't screw up. I really would like not to mess this job up. If I do, it's not the end of the world, but it just sets me back a lot. Okay, so how do I duplicate what I just did over there? I'll get a chair so I can line this up as carefully as I can. What I'm going to do I get this quote lined up, unquote, is stop the live video so I can go take a good look at it, make sure my angles are good. Because again, being anal just wastes time, not equipment. Alright, let's see what we got for height here. Oh, that's interesting. Got a different height. Why would the height be different? That doesn't make sense. I find that quite strange. So let's get... Okay, there's that landing that I want to be on. How do I want to do this? Okay, is that what I want? I want to be right on it at about the middle. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, look at that, the bike's leaning a little bit. I don't know if the camera's leaning or the bike leaning, probably the bike leaning, because it wasn't the exact, oh well. Yeah, and the heads are not flat, they're tilting down. Okay. Oh, and look, things are different over here. This little box is not on the other side. Ah, very good. Yeah, we got a slightly different configuration. Funny how once you take your time and actually look at things, you see all kinds of interesting quirks. Okay, so, see how that's not going to help me on this side? Well, maybe it will. Yeah, it will. Alright, so again, here's my... Alright, so how can I turn this into a gauge slash tool? Can I get that in there? And I can hear neighbors arguing outside. Or maybe they're having fun. Alright, so I think that's going to give me a good angle. I don't trust it to stay there, though. Yeah, I don't want this thing falling on me. Alright. Yeah, it's trying to fall, so I gotta be real careful how I deal with this. Maybe it's time to get some tape and do a safety rig here. But this does give me a nice angle to follow when I put this tool in. Will this help? This should be the same. This should be, yeah. But that's even less likely to stay in place. I think this is my best spot. Yeah, I can feel it there. Alright. I think I'm going to use some line. I think I'll use some line to try and hold that in place. Rope, string. I've been on too many boats, we call it line. Alright, give me some line, baby. Where's my line? I've been misaligned. Misaligned, maligned. Alright. Again, as I may have mentioned, I'm mildly anal about some stuff, especially wasting line. So here's my line. Home Depot cheap stuff. But even though it's Home Depot cheap stuff, I try not to cut it until I absolutely have to. Hate running my stuff. Okay, so that's going to be there. So let's tie this little baby doll. Let's get this little sweetheart held in place. Alrighty. Little reef knot. Hopefully I don't do a granny knot. Will I do a granny knot? Will I do a reef knot? You know, I've been doing this for 50 some odd years. I still have to think whether I got a granny or a reef. Oh, and that's not smart. Phew, didn't do that very well. Okay, that holds it about in the middle. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's get this thing wound around my clutch handle. That ought to be a nice spot to hold it in place. And I got it wound a number of times, which will probably be just fine for what I'm doing here. Unwind that little dude. Lay it there. Okay. As long as I pay attention to this, it should be okay. No, it's not okay. Alright, so let's do it right. Put a clove hitch on the damn thing. What the hell's a clove hitch? Another sailor term. Okay. Clove hitch is being tightened up. I think my gauge is, yeah, that looks like it's in a good place. Okay. Let me take a look at this video screen that you guys are looking at. Can I see anything? Yep. The hole is right there. Let's see. Where's the tool? And this is going to be tricky. I don't have the tool that I completely like. Alright, so do I have the same angle? Can't tell very well. Oh, there's the angle. See the angle? Get the angle of the dangle right. See that? Okay, I'm following the angle. Yeah, and that feels a lot better. That's the center. See, because remember that spark plug was way up here, and this looks like the center of entry. And as I look at my gauge, yeah, see that? There's my angle, center of entry. Okay, remember the picture. Always cover your holes. If you've got a hole in your motor, please, please, please do yourself a favor and cover it. You'll be amazed how many mosquitoes, lizards, wombats, whatever. Stuff gets in there, man. Okay, so let's see. Does that look like a nice, neat angle? Let's put it still. And yeah, angle looks good here. And see how that should just screw right in. See what got tight on me? Okay, now, I do not. I'm now looking at it very carefully. This looks and feels good to me. This looks like I'm doing the right thing. Alright. I am using a standard ratchet handle wrench. You shouldn't use that for this job. The correct tool is a T-handle where you go in there and you have a T so that you can very carefully keep your angle. They didn't have any T-handles in the two places I went today. AutoZone, where I bought that. Harbor Freight, where I bought my multi-tester. So let's be super, super, super cautious. Alright, so make sure I go in. That's coming out. So here we are going in. Yeah, in. I'm going to keep that angle as carefully as I can. I think my angle looks good. Ooh, it's trying to... Oh, man. It's trying to move me around. A definite sign of cross-threading. Ooh. Moron did not put grease on the chaser. You want grease on the chaser so if you break any little pieces of metal loose, it stays on the chaser and they don't fall inside that hole. Give me a minute. Let me grease her up. We do not want shards of metal inside the cylinder. It won't hurt the piston that much, but it will destroy the piston rings. Piston rings are these special things that help keep the piston working. Without piston rings, the gases blow past the piston, you don't get anywhere near as much power. And you get an awful lot of smoke, and all kinds of bad things happen. So you want your piston rings as pristine as possible. They're one of the most important parts of any motor. Okay, grease time. Ew, that's why they call us grease monkeys. Oh, I put way more than I should have. Ooh, silly man. Okay, well you'll see it's pretty cookie when I get it back over there. Alright. And actually I'm going to attempt to wipe some of this off. It's not just a mountain of grease. There, that off of there. Ooh, my little grease brush is back with grease now. Okay. Oh, let me show you how I do that. Molly lithium grease, good stuff. Little cheapy thing, dip it in there, rub it on your stuff. Just from touching that, I'm all greasy and nasty. Okay, here comes the real deal. This is where I make things better or worse. Nice and greasy. Get that angle. Let's get the angle right. Take a look. Yeah, I'm looking good. Oh boy, it's bouncing around. You can probably see that it's bouncing around. So I'm going to try and be very careful, give it good steady pressure as I turn this thing slowly. Slowly, trying to feel for foolishness. Okay, I think I'm getting a bite. And it's moving it around. See it trying to move it up? I don't want it to go up. That is what I do not want. See as I'm pulling it back down. Ah, see how it jumped? Yeah, they cross-threaded it so bad that the tool's trying to move up into the bad cross-threading. Okay. Let's take preventive measures for that. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I can see this now. It'll be a huge pain in the ass. Okay, you may have noticed that as I tried to wind it in, the thread tried to make the tool jump up. Alright, so see how I'm putting a piece of wood in there so that it cannot go up now. Alright, so now I'll work down here. Ah, see it's jumping around on me. Ah boy. Yeah, this is turning into a pain in the ass. I kind of figured it would. Notice I bring it out every once in a while and give it a little turn. Get it in a different spot. Okay, so let's give it another try. It's not doing anything. This is... Yep, I figured this would be a pain in the ass. Okay, so let's get it back there. Let's push hard. And really, really push on this thing. Yeah, see how it's jumping? Whew, boy. Not working. Well, not happy right now. Okay, get her back in the hole. Get the protector in place. Make sure you're straight. Push hard. Now it's just jumping back and forth. It's not going in that frickin' hole. Okay. It's not getting a bite. Shit. Shit. This is turning into a real pain in the ass. Real pain in the ass. Okay, is this about the same dimension? Yes, it is. And this is a much less important piece of wood. Oh, I got grease all over my nice, pretty jeans. Okay, hope my wife doesn't Oh, and I think I effed that up. Yeah, well, I wanted one piece and I got two. Great. Put that away. Put that away. See if it'll still do anything to help me out. Probably not. No, now it's more of a pain in the butt than anything. Okay, so. See, because now I think I need 3 hands. Not sure how I'm going to do this. Well, let me give it one more quote college try. Let's get that in there relatively straight. Let's get this in here, wedging it so it can't be pushed up. And let's give it a real good hard push. Come on, baby dog, get in there. See it jumping around? See, it's jumping loose. It won't. It wants to bite at that upward angle. I can feel it trying to move up. Come on. Okay, violence time. Don't do this. Rubber hammer. Okay, I got my brace in there. Got my chaser in there. Oops, brace is trying to fall out right away. Okay. Alright, now, this is not wise, but I'm doing it. Let's see if that helps me. Give it a little pull. Give it a little tap. Bring it down. Give it a little pull. Give it a little tap. Bring it down. Give it a little pull. Give it a little tap. Bring it down. Little pull. Little tap. Bring it down. Pull. Ah, see it popped loose already. You little bitch. I guess I have to just tap on every time. Over the pull. Bring it down. Trying to set it into the existing thread. It does not want to set into that existing thread. Yeah, it's really not happy. When you put your spark plugs in, if they don't go in easy, stop. Or you will have this nightmare. Oh shit, look at that, see it? Yeah, it's not chasing. Shit. Fuck. Now a chaser is not designed to cut new threads, it's designed to open up existing threads. But I don't know if you can see, but that is destroying that chaser. I'm amazed that I'm not getting any progress here. Boy, this is really turning into an adventure. But the real adventure is taking all this head off and coming in from the other side, which I would rather like to avoid at this point because I'm lazy and impatient. Boy, this totally sucks. Really, really upset at this. And I think I need to go get an extender. Yeah, I gotta go get an extender. Great, now I'm gonna pull it. Oh good, it didn't come out. Ooh, boy. I'm pissed off. Okay. Alright, so I put an extension on my ratchet. Now what this is going to help with is make sure that I got a better angle. Oh, you can see I moved the whole friggin' bike. Oh man, I'm really putting a ton of pressure on this thing. Yeah, that doesn't look perfectly straight to me, so the nice thing about this extension is that helps me straighten things out. I'm trying to hold the bike as I push hard on this thing. Nope, it's jumping loose. I can feel it breaking loose already. Bitch. Nice, motherfucker. This is where you hear about mechanics cursing. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's just sliding. It doesn't feel like it's cutting. So I may have to go get a regular cutting. Yeah, this does not feel good at all. This is either wonderful news or terrible news. Frankly, it feels terrible. It's moving easier than it should. Now maybe... Oh, you know what? No, let's not jinx it. Let's just keep doing nice and careful. Okay, like I said, it's kind of gone easy. And it should be relatively easy, but I'm worried that it's just riding the top, not... Oh! Pitch actually going in. Be still. Yeah, this is too easy. Okay, well, you know what? It kind of might be going in. Holy shit, maybe I've gotten past the bad part. I don't like the angle. I don't like the angle. No, I hate the angle. But let's see, it's running kind of the way it's supposed to. If it was a bad angle, it wouldn't run this easy. And I'm pretty sure it's going in. I'm going to run it all the way in until it stops. I'm being very gentle here. I don't know where that piston is inside. So I don't want to be jamming it on the piston. I'm just going to take this down until it stops. You guys can see this. I can't. I'm thinking it's going in. And I think it's going in. Alright. And again, this is promising. Okay, so again, you saw how difficult it was to get this thread started. And a whole lot of pushing hard, carefully moving it, and light taps, a lot of light taps with that soft hammer. Seems to have done the trick. It seems to be getting near the end. Let's still okay. I think that's the end. That's the end. Okay. Well, I believe it went all the way down. Oh man, if this fixed it, I will be so grateful. $10 very well spent. Yeah, here we come. Alright, so let's move it a little quicker. Yeah, it's still a little stiff, let's say, coming out. But it's a lot better than it was before. Remember yesterday, if you watched the video from yesterday, man, it was really difficult to get it to come out. So if you're putting a screw in, and it's going in difficult, stop. You're probably cross-threading it. Threads should go in relatively easy. If they take much more than what we call finger tight, something is wrong. It's either crooked or you got sand on it, or you got a damaged thread. But if a thread's not going in easy, stop and figure out why. Okay, here we go. And let's see what we get. See if we see any gunk on it. Come on, baby. Oops. Put my ratchet head down. Now it's getting jumpy. Okay, because those first few threads are bad. Ooh, yes they are. Okay. Yeah. I don't see any metal shavings. There's a groove there, So you can see where those first few threads were definitely unhappy. I'm going to wipe it off and put it back in there. Okay, so if there was any kind of metal filings, I'm wiping those off now. Get that groove cleared out. There's another groove there. It's got 3 grooves. Okay, the grooves are cleaned. Okay, there's one groove clean, another groove clean, another groove clean. So it's pretty clean. It's still got a little residual grease on it. Let's get it back in the direction it should go. Sure enough, it's being a bit of a pain to start. Oh boy, yeah, these first few threads are severely damaged. Alright, so this is not great, but I'm going to live with it. So again, we're going to use our mechanical advantage and a little bit. Look at it jumping around. It really, oh, here we go. Once I get past that first thread, I think we're all right. Yeah, look at it jump around. Okay, yeah, look at it jump around like that, man. I hate seeing that. And I hate seeing it go up like that. Stop that, bitch. Get back to straight. I don't know how I'm going to do that with the spark plug. Ah, boy. It is fucked up. I'm doing this to try and make it straight. And I know it went in the hole, so it'll straighten out eventually. Boy, this is going to be a challenge getting the spark plug in, because you can't be beating on a spark plug like I'm doing this. Boy, that thread is one effed up son of a bitch. What the hell is going on in there? Jesus. Alright, well, we have serious problems in paradise. What may have happened is I may have ruined the threads on the end of that baby doll. Okay, so let's old plug. In the spark plug wrench. See if I have any success this way. Again, I'm putting the old plug in first. I want to make sure if I ruin something, I'm going to ruin the old plug. Okay, the old plug's not messing with me. Okay, so maybe it's not going in easy yet. God, here I gotta go through this crap again, so tap, tap, tap. Turn a little bit. Here we go again. Now, I'm gonna be careful dropping your spark plugs. They will crack in half. They are delicate. And I'm going to move this thing out of my way for now, so I can really get in there and put some pressure on this thing. Looks like this spark plug hole is going to be an interesting beast for the life of this bike. Until I get this head off of here and either replace the head or do some real good surgery on that spark plug hole. Like Panay suggested, the smart way to get it is to get the head off, get in from the back with a tap, a real tap, and cut from the back forward. That will clear out this front end. Alright, so let's get the extender out of the way for now. I'm going to put the spark plug wrench, spark plug socket. Ouch. Oh man. Thumb's not working, hand's not working. Now let's see what we get here. Let's get the right angle. This should be the right angle. And let's see if I can get some strength on it without pushing the bike over on its side. Oops, see how it... See, when you come back, it tries to jump back out. Oh boy. It's just not happy, is it? Look at it. It won't go in the hole. And look at that. That's it's ringing that. Look at that. It's just okay. That didn't work. This tool works by pressure. It tries to push the threads back into shape. Obviously did not work. Those threads are too strong. The threads in there are stronger than the tool or this spark plug. This spark plug's ruined. Shit. Okay, so it looks like I'm heading back to AutoZone. Try and get the tap. Welcome to mechanics, guys. I think I may have mentioned a lot of stuff looks easy. Turns out it's not. Okay. So, remember, do not leave your motor with an open hole. Cover that back up. Don't want little critters or flying pieces of debris to get in there. Okay, that was fun. We'll try this another day. Goodbye. Who's this? Paula. Hi, Paula. All right. Finish.